Alrighty. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Delusional Daydreams podcast. I am your host, Ari Lou, and oh my goodness, I am just so amped. A couple episodes back, I was talking about how I really want to get into cycle syncing, and there's so many different things that you can implement in your life, like so many different aspects of your life, whether it be body movement, exercise, food, dating, going out into the world, career, what you're working on, your projects, how you're interacting with people. There's so many different aspects of your life that you can tweak and change to start living more in sync with your womanly hormonal phases. And I think it's so fascinating, but it's really overwhelming when you look at the whole grand scheme of, everything that you can change or start implementing into your life. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start with one thing, and it's going to be body movement and exercise, because that's one thing in my life that I've always struggled with consistency and getting burnt out, and then just like stopping and not doing anything for 3 months until I get the itch to start again. And so I've been waiting to start my period so that I know exactly when to start syncing my cycle and I can start fresh. So this week I've been on my period. Woohoo! Never thought I'd be so excited, but it has been so magical, because this week, syncing my body movement to resting and to moving a little bit slower, and basically just giving myself the goddamn permission to slow the fuck down and not feel this weight of shame for not pushing myself to 1,000% every single day and not having the energy to do that. So the biggest thing that I've noticed this week is really just the release of my mental, the release of expectations that I put on myself, because I am somewhat of a perfectionist, and I do expect a lot out of myself. And most of the time they are unreasonable expectations. So when I don't meet up or live up to my expectations, I'm disappointed in myself, or I feel like I'm not capable. Or even worse, how I've been feeling is that I don't trust myself. I don't trust that I'm able to commit to anything or say or do the things that I say I'm going to do. By giving myself the permission to rest, the shame weight has just lifted. It is just absolutely amazing how much more stress-free my days have been. And I'm not saying I've just been sitting in bed or sitting on the couch all week long, not moving my body. But I'm not waking up and doing my over 3-mile morning walk first thing in the morning, plus my Pilates, plus my breath work, plus my meditation, plus this, plus that, plus I'm not expecting myself to go that hard. Instead, I'm waking up and I'm not doing my full body stretch that I would normally do, but I am doing the most essential things, like my back stretches and my hip stretches to get my day, just to, like, when I wake up, get the kinks out from my sleep, get reconnected back to my body, alleviate some of that cramping. And then I would go on a walk with Bandit, but instead of doing the really long walk that we would normally do, we'll do a short little loop. We'll do the short 30-minute walk, just to get my body moving, to get him outside, to just, get a little bit of juice flowing. By releasing that mental anguish, and by releasing that constant spiraling overthinking in my head, like, oh, I should be doing this, or I didn't get to this, and I still need to do this, and always thinking about my to-do list that's never ending because I always want to push myself to the furthest extent that I can. By releasing that, all of a sudden that went away, and it left so much more space in my brainular to be able to focus on every present moment. I had so many more nows that I've been experiencing this week, whether it be fully laser focusing on my projects like this podcast or content creation, or being a dog mom, playing with Bandit, being fully aware in our walks, being home, taking care of the house, having the time, feeling like I have more time than I ever had before to get my entire to-do list done. Because everything that I'm doing, I'm just completely wrapped in doing it instead of thinking about the to-do list that I have to do right after I finish completing doing this. So it's like all that worried energy is now just being completely and directly laser focused into what it is that I'm trying to do in this moment. So, being the stay-at-home girlfriend that takes care of the house, that keeps up with the homely duties, that takes care of the dog, that is working on external projects to pursue something outside of the box, but then also having the energy and the laser focus to truly invest in my partnership. And not like when my partner comes home from work, instead of just thinking about all the work that I didn't complete or all the to-do lists that I still need to get done. It's like, okay, when he's home, and I get to be with him because I got everything done that day because I'm just focused and it makes sense. So really, really excited about this. And it's only been a week. I know obviously there's still 3 more weeks of this cycle, but I am very excited to see how my body responds energetically to moving differently each and every day. And that's another thing I've actually really been appreciating about this, because I love variety in my days and I love mixing things up. But I am someone that if I don't have structure, I tend to go a little bit astray. So having variety within a structured routine, I'm hoping will keep me away from that burnout, leading down that road to burnout, because I used to always feel like I had to get every single thing done in my morning routine to feel effective or to feel like an adult, like I did what I'm supposed to be doing. And my morning routine is fucking long when you put all of it in there, when it comes to the self-care, the stretching, the meditating, the breath work, the journaling, the video journaling, the dog walks, the Pilates, the workouts, the detoxing, the coffee enemas. Like, there is just so much that if I tried to put every single thing in every single day, it takes me all day just to get through a morning routine. And if I do that every single day, I get burnt out. And then when I'm burnt out, I get into this standstill where it's just like, I don't want to do shit. I just want to sit here and do nothing until I get that motivation to go absolutely ham again. So I'm not doing that to myself this time. And I'm taking all of the things that I would normally try to squeeze into every single day, and I'm filtering them and I'm placing them on different parts of my cycle. So it's like throughout my cycle, throughout my month, I'm still experiencing all those different parts of my routine, but it's just not every day. And then I'm not going crazy. I'm not getting burnt out. I'm not getting bored. I'm not like, this feels like a chore, because every day it's something new. So, freaking epic. So excited, because tomorrow I'm moving into my follicular phase, which is phase number 2. And that's where I'll be amping up my cardio a little bit more, amping up that energy a little bit more. And I actually noticed today, even going on our little short loop and doing kind of still the period stuff, I did amp it up today. So after doing our little loop, I came home and I did a 45-minute yoga with Adriene video. It was absolutely epic, but just adding a little bit more of that body movement. And then tomorrow I'm going to do a little bit more of that cardio and start getting into it. Oh, I don't think anyone in my life has ever heard me say the words, I am excited to do cardio. Fucking hate cardio, but I am excited. Like my energy is at this state where it's like, okay, I'm ready to get the juices flowing. My body feels ready. I'm feeling a little bit antsy, and I'm hoping that that will just transfer into the next phase. I'm almost 28 years old, and I'm just now learning about my own fucking body. How stupid is that? Why weren't we taught about this in school? Why do I have to learn about this on my own at the age of 28 years old? Because if I would have had this information my entire life and lived in accordance to my body and understood that I'm not supposed to feel the same way every single day or from week to week, and that by feeling different week to week doesn't make me a fucking insane human being, it makes me actually normal. Makes me a normal human being, a normal woman. Why am I saying that weird? Everything I'm experiencing is normal. Everything you're experiencing is normal. But the fact that we were made to feel fucking crazy, that just blows my mind. 28 years of my life has just been trying to figure it out, trying to stay afloat, but no one teaching me how to swim. And I'm just like, and finally, a floaty comes my way, and I'm like, oh, that's what those yellow things were. I saw those floating in the water, but no one told me what they were. In fact, they told me that they were sharks and not to go near them. But lo and behold, they're saving my life right now. I think that's all I have for today, folks. Just pure fucking ecstasy and excitement for this new journey on the cycle syncing. If you have ever cycle synced or you are cycle syncing now, I would love to know what you guys are up to. Love to know how you guys are doing it, what successes or experiences you've had with it, because I am just learning as I go. I'm not going to sit here and say I know too much about it, because I really don't. I'm just learning as I go, seeing what I find on online and through other communities. So I'd love to hear what you guys are up to, and if you guys are experiencing this, or if this is something that you're interested in. I want to hear about that as well, because I thought I was fucking crazy for a while. I just thought that there was something wrong with me. I thought that I was wired wrong. I thought that my hormones were going to be out of balance my whole life. There was nothing I could do to fix it, but it's all normal. We're normal. It's all good. So thanks for tuning in today, folks. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until next time, Ari Lou signing out. Peace punch, Captain Crunches. That was intense. I'm sorry. I obviously have a lot of energy right now. But anyways, bye.